Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Zemo, the Dad in DPS, and today we are back with another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Script, where I review a weapon that I got recently and see how well it does. Now, before we get into the video, let's thank our YouTube members, which are Twice Baked Spuds, Golty, and Wyatt Blackburn. Thank you very much, guys, for your support, and if you would like to be a member, don't forget to click the join link down below. And if you do like my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as usual. So, let's get into it. Always remember, I don't drink wine. So, this is today's weapon. It is a Vampire's 25% faster fire rate, 15% reload speed, 10mm pistol. Now, I've recently kind of fallen in love with pistols and my pistol build, and I really enjoy this gun, and any guns like it. The faster fire rate is going to make it go completely insane, which is going to boost the vampires all the more, and the faster reload speed, well, the gun reloads pretty quickly already, so this just makes it all the better. Now, whether it's going to be able to keep me alive in some intense situations, I cannot say, but we'll get to see how it's going to do against some big bad enemies, and if it's worth using against things like the Mirelurk Queen, which is going to be the more interesting test, because yeah, I don't remember the last pistol very well off the top of my head, but I think I got my ass kicked. But yeah, we'll get to see. So, let's get into it. Alright, so, the gun. Now, in terms of damage, 10mm, as you all know, aren't the greatest of weapons in the game, but this one definitely gets the job done. I mean, most enemies that I come up against are going down relatively quickly, especially when I crit, and it's definitely got some bite to it. Enemies, when they do see me and do hit me, when they are doing a decent amount of damage, I'm trying to get them to hit me a bit harder so you can see. There we go. Now, as you can see with this gun, these mole miners have absolutely no chance of killing me, even though I'm letting them wail on me. So its health regeneration is pretty hefty. Even when one nearly killed me there, I was able to get my health back up nearly to, I'm not going to say full, because it's definitely not full health, but it's doing its job, and that was me very much letting them hurt me. This wasn't a case of me deliberately avoiding the damage, I was letting them hit me. And I'm not using very many damage mitigation perks at the moment. If I was using my full damage mitigation, they wouldn't have stood a chance in taking me down at all. So yeah, it's definitely got a decent vampire effect. The damage is actually better than I thought it was. When you combine it with the faster fire rate and then boosting criticals and all that manner of things, it's just able to do some work. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed by the fact that this weapon is essentially just a standard damaged 10mm with faster fire rate and faster reload, and it reloads damn quick. Now, the build is pretty simple. As you can see, it's our usual pistol build. We've got Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Tenderizer, Nerd Rage for extra damage. A lot of these perks don't even really matter. Adrenaline, the Guerilla perks, and our critical based perks on here, along with Grim Reaper Sprint, so that we can go around everything. So yeah, overall just a very damage boosted build in general, used for both stealth and out of stealth. Now, I'm obviously not going to try and fist fight Jeff. We are going to see how this does in terms of damage on him without any set bonuses or anything like that. It's literally just a standard 10mm, but with faster fire rate and faster reload. So that is one lot, two lots, and just under 3 lots of bullets to his head. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So, we're up against Queenie this time. Now let's see how we do. As you can see, that is taking her health down quite quickly. faster than I would have thought. Oh god, she's gonna kill me. Let's run away. But this is her knowing I'm here now. And usually I struggle against Queenie. But you can see, she's actually presenting very little of a problem because she can't freaking turn. This gun is shredding her up. And this is including the fact that, yeah, that went better than usual. And I got a treasure map. Ominous. Oh, her stupid little bug things. So yeah, it did better than I thought it would, actually. Managed to cripple one of her legs and get her sorted out. And yeah, the vampire effect probably kept me alive. So, definitely a good one to use. Bad Mirelurk hatchlings. Let's move on to the next test. So, daily ops. Now, I'm using a more defensive variation of this build in order to not get completely obliterated by crap like cave crickets. Because they, for some reason, do a feck load of damage. So, yeah, this is, as I said, a more defensive variant of this build using serendipity and whatnot and all that kind of jazz. So I am a lot more survivable at the moment. But, as you can see, the build's doing quite well. Cave crickets are the real problem in this current variation, but the regeneration from this gun is pretty hefty. However, that's the problem. If you get backed into a corner and 20 odd mobs hit you, you're going to go down. So it is that sense where it depends on what you're up against. I think against day-to-day enemies... Oh god damn it, cave crickets, go away. Against day-to-day enemies, you're going to be fine. Against cave crickets, maybe not as much. But how often do you encounter a lot of cave crickets? They are one of those enemies that everybody gets really annoyed at because they just one-shot you randomly. And in this mode, there is so many of them, and they won't piss off. But you do have the advantage of, in melee mode, that you can actually just infinitely shoot a certain enemy and actually technically survive the whole way through, because even though they aren't dying, you still regenerate health. Cave crickets are so annoying, I hate them. So yeah, there is a lot of advantages to this gun, and the fire rate, everything about it is actually fantastic. Don't get me wrong, not as good as something like a Vampire 50 cal in terms of damage output and consistent health regeneration. You are always going to get more with a gun like that, but at the same time, it's doing its job. It's doing what I need it to do, and it's as I always say, it's fun to use. Don't get me wrong, it's not fun to freaking dodge cave crickets. They are ridiculous, but it's definitely an interesting gun that I think will make into my pistol build's genuine normal rotation. I really hate melee mode on this. It really pisses me off. Now, as usual, we're up against the big bad of the area. Let's see how well he does. Where the hell is he? Ah, he's up here. Now, as you can see, he's doing a fair chunk of damage to me, but for the most part, I managed to heal through it. Where is he? And yeah, it worked against that enemy. On a one-to-one basis, if it's not a freaking cave cricket, you're actually going to do really well. So yeah, decent gun. Actually really enjoying it. So that was today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the join link below if you want to be a YouTube member. Overall, I feel like this gun, I really underestimated it. The damage from 10mm is actually not as bad as I tend to give it credit for, and yeah, it took out the Mirelurk Queen with very little hassle. Don't get me wrong, I had a little bit of trouble in daily ops with cave crickets, but I freaking hate cave crickets, and that is what it is. But definitely a gun that will make it into my regular rotation. So with that, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.